how to go from this picture of the Lemmon comet to this one in only a few steps. I'll show you. First of all, you have to import the pictures in NEBULB. Second, you have to select the Comet preset in NEBULB. The Comet preset will be available until 3rd of November. This specific preset that NEBULB has is useful to process image of comets because the comet move in a different way than stars. For this reason, when you select the Comet Extra Preset, NEBULB will perform a different kind of aligning and stacking. Third, select a small mask over the comet with the exclusion mask, the brush, and you only have to draw a small circle around the comet. And then you only have to press the stacking button and to save the project and to wait until the stacking finish. When the stacking is finished, you get this image. This is an image without noise, but without the stars because the comet is here, but the stars have disappeared due to the different movement between the comet and the stars. Here you have the original picture with stars, a faint comet, and the noise, and after stacking you have an image without noise, with the comet and without the stars. Then the first thing that you have to do after stacking is to reduce the light pollution. With NEBULB it's very easy with the reduction slider. You can apply until up to 5 steps of light pollution reduction. And the difference between the original image and the process one is, you can see the tail here of the comet, the comet itself, and the difference is like in the original image it was impossible to see anything. The only was the comet, the coma of the comet. But after stacking and after applying light pollution reduction, you can see the comet and its tail. And then, the last of all, you can apply a developing adjustment. You can increase exposure. Once you have the comet as you like it, you can export the image in different format. But what happens with the stars? Because this is a good picture of the comet, but without the stars. And what happens if you want an image of the comet and with the star? It's easy to get that both in NEBULB. I'll show you how. Then, to get an image with the stars and the comet, the second thing that you have to do is perform the same stacking than before with the preset comet, with the comet preset, but without the preset comet. In this case, with full processing preset. And the difference between the original image and aligning star is that in this case you can see the stars, but the comet has even disappeared because the difference of the different kind of movement between the comet and the stars. In this case, NEBULB has aligned the stars, and the stars are perfectly rounded, but the comet have disappeared. Then you can export this image, and you have two different images, one with the comet and the second with the stars. Then you can merge these two pictures in NEBULB Very easy. Open a new project, import the image of the comet like the normal image. Here is the image of the comet. Second, select the sky mask around the comet, more or less, like that, and press the stacking button. Yes, you only have imported one image. Once the processing of one image in NEBULB has finished, you have to import, like master image, the other image, the image with the stars. And after that, you can see the stars and a strange comet. Then you go to the bottom right panel, the blending panel, and you reduce the radius of the transition, of the sky transition, until you can see a more natural view. If you need, you can increase a little bit here the sky mask and press refresh button. And after that, you can see a perfectly blended image between the comet and the stars. And then you have get an image with the sky, all the stars in the skies, and the comet, the Lemmon comet in this case, that is not an easy comet to take pictures, with only a few steps. First of all, you have get an image of the comet using the Comet preset of NEBULB that will be available to new users until 3rd of November. If you are a user, you will, before that date, you will get that preset forever. Second, you have performed a second stacking for the stars. And third, you have blended the both image, the comet image and the stars image, getting the final image of the Lemmon comet with the stars.